1, 2, 3, 4 years completed, but time just will not stop. In terms of quests released per year, this one sits at the top. 23 full years of questing, Caves of Bank must stay alive. RuneScape 3 Hardcore Ultimate Ironman, questing through 2005. Welcome back to July 19th, 2005. 67 crafting. Still training crafting, still a good plan. That is a quest requirement, and got other chaps in Damonheim. Nope, not things yet. 74 mining. And that is 5% better critical swings. I guess we do get that. Rest of the mining and smithing work, really not. Critical swings, I guess, sure. Mining the silver does give mining XP out here. And here's 68 crafting. That is a quest requirement. Eucalyptus pyre ships and soulbell rope tops and orbs in Damonheim. None of that. There's a lot of stuff in crafting, at least later. I mean, there's already quite a few things, even as of now. But lots of stuff in crafting. Anyways, we will get going here. Next update on July 26th, 2005. The Ring of Life, which we very much have on at all times, as long as it's possible, can now send you to Falador if you set your respawn point to Falador after recruitment drive. Previously, Ring of Life would just always send you to Lumbridge, so now it matches. So that's something. And the next quest. Very simple update here. Really gets going. Forgettable Tale of a Drunken Dwarf. Requirements: the Giant Dwarf quest, fishing contest, 17 farming, and 22 cooking. We have very much gotten all those requirements. No combat. It's a long quest, would agree. Required items: 400 coins, barley malt, buckets of water, beers, beer glass, kebab, some random item for one of the steps, and also, since the tool belt doesn't exist yet, some farming supplies. Now, there is one obvious problem here. If we did not prepare for this, we need barley malt. And barley malt is made by cooking barley. And barley can only be obtained by farming barley. So, did we remember that we needed to have barley at some point? Barley is in the hops patches. There's a few of those around the world here. The two that I would most likely have put them in would have been Lumbridge and Sears Village. We can check those. If they don't exist, we're gonna have to go and farm before we can start the quest. I guess we don't need to farm before we start the quest. Yeah, no hops here. We just need to get that planted. Possibly in multiple locations to make sure it actually survives. Any super compost left? Yeah, we can definitely use super compost for that. Well, I'll go see if I put this in Sears Village. Otherwise, we need to go do a little bit of farming, which is very, very much on brand for this quest. But first, I need to go get runes. I'm thinking I'm going to keep a supply of law runes on me, so I don't have to run quite so far every time I want to go and be able to move around again. Just have to go to Varrock to get elemental runes. So, I'm going to go get that, see if I have any barley, and if not, have to thieve the seeds. Possibly can buy the seeds. Might just do that. Checking on all that. But anyways, barley is going to be needed. So let's see if we can get this working. Nope, nothing over here either. I'll just go and get some of that. Also, just gonna need this stuff later in the quest anyway, so that's fine. Super compost will be good. Also, crafting, we got 130,000 coins. That was pretty nice. Was 5.6 million before buying these runes. That's okay. And we can, in fact, purchase barley seeds in Draenor. Just gonna go get those, plant them, possibly in even more locations, make sure they actually survive. Don't need to waste time messing this up. Well, we will get that done. Then we can go start the quest. The quest begins back here at the Blackguard HQ with Commander Veldeban. Hardcore Ultimate Ironman, Artic. Have you heard? You mean half the world has suddenly become a farmer? This is a reference to the fact that farming just came out. We are, in fact, one of said farmers. Doing a great job. No, not that. It's the Red Axe. What have those grumpy little guys done now? They've left the city. They were already boycotting the trade floor, but now they've completely left the city. Oh dear. Is that serious? It's never happened before. At the moment, it's unclear yet if they have left the consortium as well. The directors are in turmoil. So what happens now? Well, I may require your services again. Are you interested in hearing more? Next up, quest. Forgettable Tale of a Drunken Dwarf. Very interested. We need some more information about what the Red Axe is up to. Are you asking me to spy on them? Isn't that treason? The other directors of the consortium don't think so, and are likely to expel the Red Axe completely anyway. So, where would you like me to go? That's the problem. We don't know where they moved their headquarters to, but we may have one lead. Yes? There's a dwarf, all the way to the northeast in Keldagrim East. He talks about kebabs a lot. Don't suppose you've met him? Oh, I think we talked to everyone in Keldagrim, so we did meet him. Yep. Yes, I do believe I have. Smashed glasses, wrecked house, poor personal hygiene standards, brother or cousin to that other drunken dwarf. That's him, poor fellow. He didn't always used to be like that. But he seems to know something about the Red Axe for some odd reason. He speaks of them sometimes, one of his many rants. Problem is, no one believes him. Everyone thinks he's completely mad, and perhaps they're right. But if he does indeed know something about the Red Axe, or where their headquarters may be, we need to find out. What do you say then, Hardcore Ultimate Ironman Artic? Do you want to help the Blackguard with this? Sounds like just a job for me. Already accepted, so let's go. Excellent. Good luck to you in your quest. May Gothics protect you. Let me get a bit of a cutscene here. There's the statue we helped build, or decided what it was going to look like at least, and the everything else. Another grand panning cinematic for a dwarf quest. There's us just standing outside to be part of the loading the area. Here is the drunken dwarf's house here with the broken glass, like Vildeman told us about, or we told him about it, or something. Anyways, well, here I am, the drunken dwarf's relative's residence, who is also drunken. Wonder what drunken tales he can tell me. Let's find out. Here we got broken glass we can step on, not a huge problem. Drunken dwarf. I need to know about the Red Axe. The Red Axe will come for you! What? What do you mean? I don't know. I can't think straight when I'm sober. You don't look very sober to me. Don't contradict me, or I won't tell you about the word, whatever it is you wanted to know. Have you ever considered to stop drinking? It's bad for you. I'll stop right after you give me some of the good stuff. And what would that be? You know about the Red Axe? Do you give me some of the good stuff yet? No, sorry. Just pop down to Laughing Miner and get some, will ya? The Laughing Miner. Ish, the pub to the north. No, south. South. To the south. To the pub. To the south. Not the north. Drunken dwarf. Very much so. Barmaid. Welcome to the Laughing Miner Pub, human traveler. I'd like a beer, please. Maybe 2 gold coins. Yeah, technically do need that. But I'm more interested in the good stuff. Any food? What kind of food you got? Stew? That's not it. My pub. Who's that walking around outside? What man? I mean, the dwarf, the one with the sign. Oh, him. Yes, we employ him to advertise our pub. He's the cheapest labor we could find. We don't have a lot of money to spare on, you know. We pay him in beer. Whoa, what's wrong with him? Well, he's drunk, isn't he? I told you, he's cheap. He wouldn't get any other work since the Red Axe fired him. Been drinking ever since. How'd that happen? I'm not quite sure. I think he kept wearing the wrong colored cap all the time. They don't much like it if you don't wear your red uniform into work. They fired him for that? The Red Axe will fire you for just about anything if they want to. We got the rowdy dwarf here, wandering around with his advertisement sign. Get out of my way! Out of my way. My goodness. Almost getting leads here. Various times we just need to do all the dialogues. And dwarf, an axe. Good stuff? Yes, here you go. I guess we just need to give him a regular beer. That's not right. What was that? No, no, no. This is no good. I want some of the really good stuff. What's the really good stuff, then? Some of them original Kelda Stout. Ash blue ash the river. As strong as old Donegan's rock. As foul tasting ash. Hey, I don't think that's good for you. I know, make me some of it anyway. Here, have a seed. What am I supposed to do with a seed? You silly human. Silly, silly, silly human. You need 4 seeds and grow them into hops. Hop, hop, hop. Where do I get the other seeds, then? Some of me drinking buddies might have them. They're quite hard to find, you see. Oh yes, quite hard to find. Drinking buddies. Yes, find me some drinking buddies. No, find the other seeds. Yes. Right. I think what you're trying to say is, I need to find some other drunken dwarves, collect Kelda seeds from them until I have 4, then grow them into hops so I can make Kelda Stout. You're awfully smart for a human. Yeah, that's just because I don't drink as much as you. This is a quest where we are wildly passive-aggressive about beer drinking. It's a whole thing. We already know about one more drunken dwarf nearby. A rowdy dwarf here. Hold on a second, I need your help. Help? From me? You must be more drunk than I am. No, I try not to get drunk, it's not good for you. But I do need help in brewing some beer. Beer. I need to brew Kelda Stout, but I haven't got enough seeds to grow the hops. Kelda Stout. Do you know where I can find any seeds? Oh, I might. Oh, yes. I just might have a seed like that. You're not going to just give it to me, are you? No. Alright then, what do you want for it? Let me think. Oh, yes. Give me a spinning plate. What? Where am I going to get that? You can at least make the effort. This is the random item. There's a whole list of things that this rowdy dwarf could ask for. We got the spinning plate. We can get that in Draenor, where we went already earlier to get the barley seeds that are currently planted. So we will pop over there, talk to Diango, trade for that. But before we leave, we talk to some more drunken dwarves in the pubs and places. Not too many other people over at the Laughing Miner, it didn't look like. We come over here to the other one. They've got more going on. The back door, I guess. It's fine. Gauss. A good day to you, sir. And to you. Say, you know a lot about beer, right? A fair bit if I say so myself, yes. What do you want to know? You know anything about Kelda Stout? Ah, very hard to find, that is. This place doesn't stock it. Don't think the Laughing Miner does either. Yes, that's what I heard. So I'm going to brew it myself. And you'll probably need some seeds. Have you got any? Have a toast to our good health with me, and I'll tell you. I don't have anything suitable to toast with. Then go get something from the bar. A reasonable request. Barman. What will it be for you, fine sir? Just a regular beer. 1 gold coin. Hey. Amazingly, the regular beer is cheaper here in the fancy pub. 1 delicious pint of beer. I'll take another one, just for good measure. Gonna have too many pints of beer here. So, do you have any Kelda seeds? Were you gonna have a toast to our good health? Drinking is bad for you, but I'll make an exception this time. Hurrah for the human! Cheers. Cheers. I even do the little glass clinking. Brilliant stuff. Well, that was fun. Here I've got 1 Kelda seed left. Sociable chap like you is more than welcome to it. Brilliant. We didn't even drink the beer. Well, now. Gotta be appropriate here. Minus attack, plus strength. Fantastic. Not that that matters at all since we aren't doing melee. We wielded our rune pickaxe here. Technically could. But then we need to take off all the magic armor because evolution of combat, strict accuracy penalties and all that. Anyways. We still need to go to Draenor. There's one more way we need to go here. And we're going to be taking the minecart system. That's always a fun time. There is 2 different minecarts here. Maybe we just have a... There's all these different tracks that go all the different places. Maybe we just go for this here. We need to go to White Wolf Mountain. No. That'll go. And there's no longer the paying for the tickets or anything. Well, it's only like 150, so we could easily afford it. It's not a huge deal. We have a lot of money. Still got plans for all that money and all these herbs. Working with what we got here. We're gonna talk to here. All these different dwarves here. Most of them are just named Dwarf. Here he's an old dwarf. Oh there, youngster. Who are you calling youngster? Why you? Unless you have seen a small village of Falador grown into a heaving city like I have, of course. No? Well then, enjoy your stay in the mountain. Very good. We're back. A dwarven engineer. Always look for the named NPCs. Works out pretty well. Hey, it's you again. Didn't someone shoot you out of a cannon? It still cracks me up. Strangely enough, I survived my ordeal. You must tell me about it sometime. I'd rather not. Anyways, I'm looking for some Kelda hop seeds. Yeah. Between a rock. What a time. Oh, we've got an expert here. Kelda Stout is delicious. Sounds ghastly to me. I wanted to brew some to help out a friend of mine. Oh, I've got a seed you might like to borrow. Borrow? How can I borrow a seed? I can hardly give it back once I've grown it. Then we've got no deal. No, I want to borrow it after all. You are going to give it back after you're done with it, right? Of course, of course. After I've grown my Kelda seeds into hops, then harvested the hops and brewed my Kelda Stout, sure, I'll give you back your seed. That's very decent of you, human. Only too happy to help. Hey, wait a second. Hey, wait. Yes? How are you gonna give me back my seed once you've made the Kelda Stout? You'd be too drunk to find your way back here. Oh, don't worry. Like I said, it's not for myself, it's for a friend. That's alright then. Here you go. Where's out here? Lying. He will not be getting his seed back. There's many times where we say we're going to return things, then end up not. But sometimes we try. Sometimes we try. So now we just need the last seed by getting the Rowdy Dwarf a spinning plate. We're just gonna pop over to Draenor Village with Django here. Let's trade him. Lots of stuff in here later. But for right now, the spinning plate, which has a picture of a dragon on it. So it is a dragon plate. Brilliant stuff. Now I need to go all the way back to Celtigrim. Probably just go to Camelot, check on the barley on the way past, run up that way. That'll be fine. All these teleports are just so good to have. It's a good plan to have these. There he is. You have any Kelda seeds? Where's my, what was it again? Oh yeah, the spinning plate. Look, I've got it here. Splendid. Give that to me, please. Now, how about those seeds? Well, I've got a Kelda hop seed right here, passed down generation after generation in my family. Wow, really? Nah, I'm just kidding. Here, have the seed. You won't catch me farming in some dirt patch anyway. I suppose you wouldn't ever have a proper job or do some decent hard work, no. What was that? Nothing. Alright. 4 Kelda hop seeds. Now we have to plant them. Our other hop patches are full currently. I guess technically not the one in Yanil or Entrana. But we don't go to Entrana. That's not a good place to go. And for reasons we're going to be learning here immediately, we need to be down here at this farm patch, which is down here. It's also called the Kelda Hops patch, so obviously that's the right choice. Tumbar, how's it going? Aren't you a bit tall for a dwarf? It doesn't look that much taller. Old models and all that. Was there anything in particular you wanted? I'd like a quest. I have nothing to do for you, I'm afraid. That's around town, though. There's a lot of people need some work done around here. Back to the gardener. Yeah, there. I need some help. Yes, hardcore ultimate Ironman, Artic? What can a humble gardener like myself help you with? I have 4 Kelda seeds here. We need some advice on growing them. Talk to a gardener for advice. Very smart. Marvelous. Those seeds are quite scarce, don't you know? First of all, you must remember that these seeds only grow underground. Sunlight is harmful to them for some strange reason. There's a patch in the palace garden that you are more than welcome to use. Thanks. Is there anything else I need to know? Just take care of the weed in the patch and plant your seed. They'll grow into hops very quickly. If you're lucky, Kelda seeds have a remarkably fast grow rate. And it's only relatively fast, honestly. Thank you. Your advice is much appreciated. You can pick up a rake here for raking the patch. But there is no tool leprechaun around. So you need to have brought your spade and seed dibber. Until they're on the tool belt, anyways. Kelda hops in the Kelda hop patch. Very good. No compost required. And now, they're going to grow very fast. And by very fast, they mean like 15 minutes. This is another one of those waiting in real time portions of the quests. Not ideal. Not ideal. So yeah. If we wanted to, we could talk to Tumbar here. Are you a little tall for a dwarf? In particular you wanted? Any quests? He's got nothing. What else he got? That's like talking to strangers. Well, I don't. He's not too happy. Rind. Need some help. You. I think I need some more help with this whole farming business. So get rid of the weeds in the patch, plant your seeds, wait for the hops to grow. The miracle of nature will do the rest. Do you have to wait here all this time then? Yes and no. Yes, you do have to wait. But no, you don't have to stay here. You can help out people in the city, for instance. There's always someone who needs help with an urgent job. You mean the mining companies? I did jobs for them. They're not very profitable. No, just people like shopkeepers and such. They're quite willing to teach you things in exchange for the job as well. But here, tell you what. Give you some seeds if you can deliver this letter to a friend in Falador. Do I have to do that? I just want to grow my hops and get on with my quest for Veldaban. Oh no, you don't have to do it at all. I just thought you wanted something to do while you were waiting. I'd rather just sit here and stare at the patch, thanks. Very well. That can be quite relaxing, actually. I often do it myself. If we teleported to Falador and then came back, we would get 2 Marintil seeds, which I don't need. I mean, I guess Marintil wouldn't be bad. But then I'd have to go find a bunch of Guams somewhere. Maybe go get Guam seeds. I don't feel like it. I'm just gonna, like I said, I'm just gonna sit here and stare at this patch. Brilliant stuff. Hops are done. I guess the other question would be if the barley is done. 1 Kelda hops. I guess we kind of do need to go and get that now. Oh yeah, Kelda hops. We need to brew it, so. The brewery is also here in Keldagrim, but we need the hops first, so. Let's just go to Camelot. We will see if it's done. It should be. Barley is not a very high level seed. Has a pretty quick growth time. Even quicker than, well, not quite as quick as Kelda hops. But combine that with all the stuff we had to do before getting to there, we should be alright. We have the spade on us. That's good too. We also need to cook the hops somewhere. Or the barley to make the barley malt. You done yet? Harvest barley. Brilliant. I think there was no range in Keldagrim. So I had to cook this somewhere else. Don't know if there's one in Releka. This is way more barley than we need. We only need 2. My goodness. Just want to get out of the patch so I don't have extra. We don't really need barley for anything else, so this is fine. Also, as a plus, some farming XP. So that's a win. Drop all that. I don't think we can burn barley either. That's not too likely. Find a range, cook this, then head to the brewery. It is pretty weird there's no range here. Anyways, had to go to Sears Village, got the barley malt, so that's under control. Now we just need to do some brewing. Blend a beer. Hello, do you need any help with brewing? I think we'll figure it out. But I do need some ale yeast. I want 25 coins for each pot of yeast. Fill the pot, which we picked up off the ground here. Brilliant stuff. Bucket of water. Bucket of water. Nice. Fermenting vat full of water. Apparently this is 2 buckets worth. Makes a lot of sense. Get some barley malt for the pool here. Kelda hops. And ale yeast. Look in the fermenting vat. Kelda stout is fermenting in this vat. And much like the actual growing the hops themselves, this takes another 15-ish minutes. So quickly after the last wait 15 minutes part. And this time there's not even some little errand you can go on. I guess you just go talk to people, do some of the tasks they were talking about. I'm just going to stare at this vat for a while. One convenient thing is that you get a chat message when it's done. Perhaps I should take a look. Look. Done. I just turn the valve to get onto the barrel here. And take a pint of Kelda stout. We managed to only get 1 out of that entire thing. So either this is the largest glass you've ever seen, or it's incredibly concentrated, or we just dumped all the rest of it for some reason. Based on we've been looking at alcohol, it's very possible for this quest. Anyways, Drunken Dwarf. About the red axe. Ha! My Kelda Stout. I've got some Kelda Stout right here. I just brewed it in the Laughing Miner. Now there's a good human. Give me that. Are you sure? This is pretty bad stuff. You want to hear about the red kebabs? Or what? I mean, the red axe? Here you go then. Oh, that's the good stuff. The red axe? You want to know about them, do you? Then let me tell you my tale. It's long and quite unforgettable. A long time ago, quite a while ago, yes, I resigned from my mining company, the Magenta Accordion. The what? The Magenta Accordion? That's not a mining company. It is, it is. It's one of the many minor companies, not part of the consortium. Alright, if you say so. Right, so I had just left my company. I'd had enough of slaving away in the mines, decided to become an explorer. Oh yes, like my cousin. I explored this old mine, you know, just south of Keldagrim. I think it's boarded up now. Some amazing things I saw there. First of all, hearing his tale here, and then I nearly fell into the abyss, but I... Tale continues. So I had to run for my life, but then... What a tale. Pink dragons. Fascinating. And I don't really remember anything after that. People think I'm a drunken fool. That was very interesting. I'll ignore the part with the pink dragons, though. But I shall investigate that tunnel immediately. South of the cart station, just south of the carts to White Wolf Mountain. If you say so, I just want to smash up some stuff now. And he's back to being sober. South, they say. We've got the carts here. There's less of a cart to a specific station anymore, since they'll just go to the same place. Here is the next line down to a boarded up section here. Car conductor. What's happening down here? Tickets, tickets, get your tickets here. That's a lie, there's no tickets. What about that closed off tunnel? Excuse me, can you tell me what's behind that boarded up tunnel to the south? Why, that part of the mines hasn't been used for a long time. I don't really know what you would find behind there. I need to go in there, though. Can you open the tunnel for me? I don't have the authority to do that kind of thing. Then, who do I talk to? I really need to get in. I don't know. Perhaps you have an influential friend? Valdeban. He's pretty influential. Or if the Blackguard and all that. We will pop over there and talk to him. So yeah. All of that, running around, getting the seeds, doing all the farming and the brewing, that was all just to get one bit of information of where we need to go. Because the drunken dwarf there couldn't tell us without the Kelda Stout, of course. So, now we are actually onwards to what we actually need to be doing here. As much as it didn't feel like we made huge progress, since we just had to talk to one guy, we're actually doing quite well. Valdeban! And news on your search for the red axe? I think I may have a good lead now. But I need some boarding removed. Need to go through some disused minecart tunnels. I see. I cannot make that decision, I'm afraid. Speak to the director of the Green Gemstone. He may be able to help you. Ah yes, I remember now. They must be able to help. We have multiple influential friends. That's a plus. Yeah, the Green Gemstone. We joined that mining company here. Get up into the whole big place here. Open the doors, head upstairs. We went to the other side over there. The green ones, essentially. Talk to the Green Gemstone director. You should be able to get this moving. Yeah. Hello, Hardcore Ultimate Ironman Artic. Have you seen the statue? It looks beautiful. It's a pity it's been overshadowed by the departure of the red axe. I need help with the tunnel. Ah, and what would be lurking behind this particular tunnel? I think it leads to something that might be related to the Red Axe. The Red Axe. This is indeed an important issue. They've gone too far this time. Major company willingly leaving the consortium has never happened before. Can you help me get the boarding removed then? Forthwith, Hardcore Ultimate Ironman Artic. Forthwith. I'll order the removal at once. Thanks. I'll investigate the tunnel immediately. There we go. Possibly could have skipped talking to Veldeman, but not a huge deal either way. Various bits of extra dialogue and all that. Sometimes you can skip steps. Other times you really, really can't. As much as you know you probably could. Ride the train cart. Both hands free. No staffs allowed while riding into a tunnel. Here we go. And we pop through and find darkness. I'm deep underground now, but how am I supposed to get across here? More minecart tracks. Spinning off into the distance. One benefit of current year is we can actually see further. Very, very limited sight before many of the graphical updates. But here we have a whole system of different directions and different paths. We got a box. Find a green stone and a yellow stone in the storage box. You wonder what you could use these for. Control dwarven machinery. Just place the stones into it and go places. Ride. And the stones decide which directions we go. Very, very reasonable. Easing you into this puzzle here. And at the end, you get another box with another stone with a green marking on it. First, you should take the cart back to start. See what we can do with it now. My cart back to the start point. And now we have 3 stones. So with that, we can go other places. Like here. Ride the cart. See how well it's drifting now. Yeah, it's doing a bit of drifting over the corners there. Looks a little silly. I guess the job done. Maybe a little bit more difficult to animate it actually going around the curves. Box. It has another yellow. Take it back. Go again. And this time we can go to here. We get to here yet? None here. Here, here, here. Riding. There's more box out there. We'll go this way instead. Generally, we want to get to the path that continues on here. That's kind of the whole idea of getting across a giant chasm. To actually get across the giant chasm. Whee! And now, we appear up here. What's the new plan? We are hiding up above, crouching behind some rocks. Down here we can see the Red Axe Henchman, the Red Axe Director, the Red Axe Cat, and an Ogre Shaman. Me dead human. No, not yet. He may still prove useful to us. My axe on his head would be more useful. Forget about the human and the statue for now. Our experiments are more important. We are nearly ready with our next test. More little fire lookers? This time they'll survive, I hope. Our slaves are too weak. It'll never work. Yes, things would have been so much easier with the statue. It was a great plan, sabotaging the base of the statue and bribing that boatman to crash into it. And we would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for that pesky human. Pesky human, huh? Well, I think I have enough info now. Better explore the rest of these mines. We very, very sneakily sneak across back here. There's not even any cover up here. It's a nice little room. We're just sneaking. Listen. What's the new plan? Make it human. Nope. Sneak, sneak, sneak. Enter cave entrance. Can't do anything while we're crawling around. Pretty wild. And then... what do we find? Looks like another chasm I need to cross. Would be nice if all the chat boxes just left for cutscenes. I don't know why they haven't fixed that yet. Anyways, box here. Search the box. 2 yellow stones and a green stone. Looking over what we're working with here, we got all this. Use machinery. We can go to this one. In general, let's keep trying to get to the boxes here. And that'll keep us getting us more pieces. We can keep going. Interestingly, we have the stones in our inventory, even though they're supposed to be in there. I guess we put it in, it activates, and we take it back out or something. I don't know. Another green stone. Back to the start. Nothing else in there. Here. Nope. I'll go here. Here. There's only so many places you can reach with a limited number of turns you can make. And if you don't have something for the turn, it's just not going to work. It's very systematic, this whole process. There's one we need to get into at the end there. So that'll be good. Right on track is the music and fragile melody. Sure. Forgettable. Tracks. It all tracks. Another green. Very good. So, here. Looks good to me. We're kind of skipping some of the boxes, but we might not even be able to get to some of these with the various stones that we have. It's just a general idea here. And there's only so many ways you can go, so even if you couldn't see all the way out into the distance, it's alright. Okay, next room, we got some kind of storage/library area. Search crates for stuff. Statistical data, salary structures, shopping lists. No, I don't think there's anything interesting here. Let's search around. An interesting book that seems to contain a lot of data about Red Axe employees. You should read it fully before continuing. Grimdar, Director of the Red Axe, Employee Number 1, Information Classified. Grimson, the Butcher of Barandir, Employee Number 4297. Grimson was once a soldier in the Dwarven Army, quickly made his way up the ranks, up to Colonel. He served with the Black Guard at Ice Mountain, and in Kandarin. He was present at the Battle of Barandir, where he fought against an army of trolls. It was here that he got his nickname, the Butcher of Barandir, as he mercilessly killed the trolls, even as they retreated in defeat. Here also he got his distinctive scar running across his forehead, in a hand-to-hand battle with a particularly ferocious troll. After this battle, Grimson became more and more aggressive, even to his fellow dwarves. By a particularly vicious attack on a comrade, he was dismissed from the Black Guard. Soon after, he was recruited by the Red Axe. Here he's learned to control his rage and become even stronger. But now, he has become the right-hand dwarf of the Director. While he holds no official rank, he's still often affectionately referred to as the Colonel. And Grunch, Ogre Shaman, employee number 38,262, my goodness. Found lost and near death in the ice-cold mountains above Keldegrim, Grunch was nearly mistaken for a troll at first. Taken in by the Red Axe and nursed back to health, turned out that he was in fact a powerful ogre shaman. Intelligent by ogre standards, and steadfastly loyal to his rescuers, he's taken up a prominent position in the ranks of the Red Axe. This is primarily due to the fact that since dwarves cannot use magic, they must rely on other races as spellcasters. Grunch fits this bill perfectly. So those were the guys we saw in the previous room. Search, find nothing about the Red Axe. So search all the bookcases here. No other books about the Red Axe. We have all these bookcases to check. Might as well. We want to be thorough here, or we might miss important information. Or additional information, which is also good. Search a crate here. And so it seems to shed some light on what happened to the drunken dwarf in Keldegrim. Read carefully before moving on. Report on intruder. We found a dwarf wandering in our mines. We weren't sure if he was a spy or simply an explorer, but we couldn't take any risks. We decided to send him back with his memory wiped, rather than put him to use as one of our test subjects. We can't afford having to explain another mysterious disappearance at this point. Additionally, we added something to the spell to make him hungry for kebabs and thirsty for beer, so whatever he can remember will be dismissed as the ravings of a drunken fool. Crunch did a good job, seems to be fitting in well. Nevertheless, the spell seems to have been a little bit too strong. The subject is unlikely to recover from his condition. His obsession with kebabs is a bit too extreme. We'll tell Grunch to adjust his spell next time. So he was under the effects of a spell. Explains a lot. Copy of a letter addressed to the boatman that brought you to Keldegrim a while back. I'm writing to advise you that our secret preparations to the statue have been completed. All you need to do now is hit it with your boat. Take some gullible human along when you do. The mines are crawling with them these days. The human will surely get the major part of the blame. After this, the statue is going to be rebuilt in the image of our great director. You need not concern yourself with how and why. Rest assured that he will be compensated greatly. Regards, Colonel Grimson of the Red Axe. It was all a conspiracy, all from the start. Trying to put the blame on us when they were just going to destroy the statue themselves. They were very insistent about being the head for the statue, because that was their plan all along. As much as that's definitely something they wanted to do, it didn't seem like they needed to be so secretive about it. Perhaps they had other plans, along with having the statue. Or maybe they just really wanted a good statue. You can never have too much of a good statue. Oh look, it's even more. What the Gothics is this? Another chasm and even more tracks? It never ends. It never ends out here. At least we don't need to wait 15 minutes before each time we can use the tracks here. But this one is quite large. Look at the size of this. Not too many boxes to be seen. This is such a nice view. What's less of a nice view is the control panel here, which no longer shows which one has a box at the end. But we can see which one does, which is hilarious. Into the train cart we go. I guess we need to go downish and then back up, or to get to the end of that one. Very cool. There's a lot of splits in the path here. We're gonna need a lot of stones. 2 more. We got 6 in total here now. My goodness. So down. Nope. Go down. Then back up. That should do. Swerving across the corners here. Wild. Wild stuff. I don't think this had been changed. There have been some changes to some of the cutscenes and stuff, but nothing too extensive. Grab yet another 2 stones. 8 total. My goodness. So right up here is where we need to be. We could just jump there, walk across, or just walk across in general. We like playing along sometimes. It's kind of a thing we do. Is it a good plan? Sometimes no. Goes up and up. Then back down. That should work. Again, you can use trial and error. And if you get to the end and it doesn't work, you just go back. You don't get plunged off into the chasm or anything. As wild as that would be. That'd be pretty wild. Drifting. 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 Drifting all about. Coming through. Again. Somewhat of a puzzle. There's the Red Axe Director again. And some gnomes. Gnome Emissary. And gnome companions. How did the experiment go? The test subjects are still alive, Director. They will suffice as soldiers. Excellent. We are improving. Lenial. That's this guy. Return to Arposandra and tell your superiors we've had a partial success. I will tell them, but I'd like to see some of your test subjects first, if I may. Look, here comes the first group. And we look at the first group of test subjects, and they are Chaos Dwarfs. Dun dun dun. Disappearances? Chaos Dwarfs. I must tell Veldaman. Lookings like we're finding the spine creatures. No! Hit my magic spell. What? Where am I? I must tell Veldaban something. Yes, I don't remember what though. Go talk to Veldaban about what I saw? Or something. A bit foggy on what has transpired. Has anything transpired? Where are we? Keldegrim, right? Mysterious. Anyways. We were doing something for Veldaman. We were looking into a thing. Now here we are. We're gonna go talk to him about it. Let's see. Like our berserker right there. Open a door. Veldaban, I must tell you something incredibly important. What is it, Hardcore Ultimate Ironman Artic? I must tell you about my incredible craving for a kebab. Kebabs. A kebab and a beer. That sounds great right now. Are you alright? Don't you have any important information about the Red Axe? Yes, I'll be perfectly alright. Just after I've had my beer and kebab. Yes, I'll have a beer and kebab in the Laughing Miner. Yum. Watch out, kebabs, I come for you. Poor Hardcore Ultimate Ironman Artic. I think you've been bewitched. I think this is a great plan. Beer and kebab at the Laughing Miner. Love it. Excited to be a part of it. There's a grand conspiracy in that mine. Beer and kebab. Beer and kebab. Abducting and mutating people, that's not fine. One kebab, please. Here we go. But when I try to tell about my find, go into the pub. Go into the pub. An ogre spell corrupts my mind. One beer, please. Here you go. And all that I can say is, I knew it were you, matey. Here, have some of the good stuff. Very kind of you, Hardcore Ultimate Ironman Artic. Tell us another tale, Hardcore Ultimate Ironman Artic. Tell us more about your kebabs. Kebabs. Right, these kebabs, right? A whole group of these kebabs came marching in. I'm telling you, marching in line. E. And then, I'll tell you then I'll have another drink. Glug, glug. He fell. E. And here is this guy. Jorgensen. The spell's worked its magic again. No one will believe that drunken fool now. Dun dun dun. What? Where am I? We've completed Fable Tale of a Drunken Dwarf. But we've also forgotten. We get 2 quest points, 5,000 farming XP, 5,000 cooking XP, 2 mature dwarven stouts, which boost mining and smithing by a little bit, and Marental seeds if we did the letter delivery, which we didn't. That's okay. 10,000 total XP for all that waiting around. Questionable. Questionable indeed. Well, anyways, if we drink this, gives +2 smithing, +2 mining. +2 smithing is pretty reasonable. Pretty much the best you can have at this point. It is a mature stout, which you can get from brewing. Only sometimes, though. We're not super worried about that. By the time we need to worry about boosting things, including smithing, we will have better options than +2. That's okay. Drop some stuff here. And keep the farming supplies. Put those back in a tool leprechaun somewhere. Anyways. We did something there. Probably. Got a quest complete screen for it at least. I'm not going to think about it too hard. We're going to keep on ending up back here at the Laughing Miner. I'm going to worry about something else entirely. Next time. Goodbye.